गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। हम पढ़ रहे हैं एनसीईआरटी क्लास 8 की मैथ का पार्ट 1 और आज हम एक नया चैप्टर स्टार्ट करेंगे, चैप्टर नंबर 4 क्वाड्रिलेटरल्स। अंडरस्टूड? सो वी विल स्टार्ट दिस चैप्टर टुडे एंड we have finished the chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3. You can follow my channel and you can see the previous videos for the chapter 1, 2 and 3. Let's start this chapter. Now this chapter is quadrilaterals. What is the meaning of quadrilateral? This word is comprised of two words. One is understood. This word is comprised of two words and the meaning of this word is four. Understood? And the meaning of this word is sides. Means something which has four sides. Understood? So we will study about the figures which has four sides. Till now what we have studied, we have studied about the you are already aware about the figures of the four sides. Understood? And some particular figures of the four sides. Now we will study some more facts about those figures. So if we have a one geometrical figure which is having four sides, now see, your book is having some examples of drawing. I am going to draw those drawing so that you can have idea of the quadrilateral. Now this is figure 1, this is figure 2, this is figure 3 and this is figure 4 and this is figure 5. Now see, in this figure we can see that this figure is having four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood? In this figure also we can see we have four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all these figures you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood? And in this figure also we have four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this figure also we can see that in figure number 5 we have four sides. Now what is the difference between all these figures, which I just want to tell you that now these, in this figure we have exact line segment, mean we have line segment. In this figure also we have line segments, four line segments. In this figure we have four line segment, and in this figure what we can see, we have three line segment, but this side is not line segment, this side is curve. And in this figure also we have two line segments and two curves. Though these figures though all these figures are having four sides, but these two particular figure number 4 and 5, they have, this figure number 4 is having one curved side and figure number 4 is having two curved sides. So specifically quadrilateral are those figures only which are comprises of the line segments only, means they should have line segment. I hope you know what is line segment. See, when you draw a figure, when you draw a straight figure like this and you draw two arrow in both sides, this is line. Understood? And when you draw a figure and it has one end point and one arrow, this is ray. And when you draw a figure which is having end point at both end and straight, this is line segment. So quadrilateral is comprising of line segment because you cannot extend these segments further. Understood? So this is what, how you can identify among the four-sided figures which are exactly quadrilateral, means all those figures which are comprised of line segments. And since these two figures are comprised, they are having one or two curved sides. Understood? So this is what explained in your book. Now let's move ahead. We will study in this chapter, we'll start this chapter with particular type of quadrilaterals. Understood? We'll start this chapter with particular type of quadrilateral, and that is your topic 4.1. What is your 4.1 topic? This is your rectangle and squares. Rectangles and your chapter start with this topic. So we will start also this. Now they have given us the definition of rectangle. What is the definition of rectangle? Let me write down. A rectangle is a quadrilateral. First of all, what is the condition of the rectangle? That it is a quadrilateral. That's why we are studying rectangle in this topic. A rectangle is a quadrilateral and it has two specific property. What is the specific property? Having a rectangle is a quadrilateral having, number one, what? Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. Understood? This is one mandatory property of a rectangle, that the opposite sides are equal. And what is the other mandatory property? Internal angles are 90 degree. All internal angles are 90 degree, or all internal angles are right angled. Understood? These two conditions are mandatory for a quadrilateral to become a rectangle. Now let me explain you what is internal angle. Suppose this is a figure which is not exactly a quadrilateral, and what are the internal angles? The angle comprised of the two sides of the quadrilateral, that is the internal angle. This angle is your internal angle, angle 1. This angle is your internal angle, angle 2. This angle is your internal angle, angle 3, and this is 4. Understood? All the angles inside it, they are the internal angles. Now what this definition is saying about the rectangle, that we have a figure, we have a quadrilateral having opposite sides are equal. Let's draw opposite sides are equal. Understood? we have drawn a figure, opposite sides are equal, and means this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side, and all angles are internal angles are 90 degree. All internal angles are 90 degree. Understood? If this figure satisfy this condition, it means it is a rectangle, and square is a particular case of rectangle in which all sides are equal. We'll discuss about that later. Now we have understood what is the definition of rectangle. Understood? Now see, you have observed me when I was drawing the rectangle figure, what difficulty I found, I faced. I'll draw a rectangle again and you will observe that again what difficulty I am facing while drawing a rectangle. See, I have to draw a rectangle, opposite sides are equal, understood, and all internal angles are 90 degree. So first of all I draw a line segment, then I have to draw a line segment which is opposite and equal. Suppose I have drawn like this. Now I have to draw another line which is parallel to this, or line segment, or which is the another one which is parallel to this. Suppose I am trying to draw this line first parallel to this. Now see, I have drawn it. Now if we draw, now I have to draw parallel. Now I am drawing parallel. This is all. Now see what you can see that we need to connect. I need to connect this because there was a gap, and it is a rectangle. Now since I am drawing this figure on board, I can make changes, I can erase and again correct, I can erase and again correct to make the correct figure of a rectangle. Now you imagine if you have to draw a rectangle in the real world. Understood? If you have to draw a rectangle in the real world means if you are making a house, if you are making a wall, the wall has to be perfectly rectangle, or the dimension which you are supposed to make the wall, or the floor might be a rectangle and it has a fixed dimension, because you cannot increase your area, you cannot decrease your area. So at that time all the corners should be 90 degree and all the sides should be equal, right? So in that case, if you find when you are drawing a figure and if you find there is a mismatch like this, so you imagine correcting this error on board is very easy, but correcting this error on ground is how much it cost more. Understood? To get this accuracy that you draw exactly the a rectangle, we will see the next part of the topic. Means if for a rectangle to draw, what you need these 4 points, say we can name this point A, B, C, D. Understood? We have to always write a geometrical figure we have to name always in a cyclic order. Understood? A, B, C, D. Now see, if we get these points, suppose if we get these points exactly, now what we have to do, we have to simply join these points, though it is practically not possible here also, because we have just randomly placed this point. Now see, there is also an error, but we can do here very easily since we are drawing it on board. Now how this this drawing of a rectangle perfectly is possible on ground or in real world, that we will see, and in our book. Now the example in our book is given by, of a carpenter. What he is saying, a carpenter needs to put together two strips of wood as shown in figure 1, so that when a thread is passed through the end points of it forms a rectangle. Understood? So this problem we will see, and we will see how we can draw a rectangle in real world perfectly when we are actually drawing a solid figure, like we are making a wall or making a floor or anywhere. If we are making a box also, that is also is having a rectangle faces. Understood? That we'll see. Now what this example is saying, that a carpenter is having two sticks. Understood? A carpenter is having two equal sticks means one stick and another stick, and the length of this stick is suppose 8 units. We say 8 units, we uh, say 8 centimeter. Understood? Now we have these two sticks, the length is 8 centimeter, and we have to place in such a way, we have to place these sticks in such a way that the end points of these sticks make a perfect rectangle. Now we have tried to place here and we are not able to draw the perfect rectangle. Then we will see how we can draw the perfect rectangle, and this will give us a different definition of the rectangle also. By using these two sticks, we have to place one stick over another to find the perfect figure of the rectangle. See how this can be done, that we will see. We'll we'll start this, we will find the solution of this problem by drawing a perfect rectangle, and then we will deduce and conclude, and we will reach to the conclusion of the solution of this problem. We have drawn a perfect rectangle. Understood? We have drawn a perfect rectangle in which one stick is having length one stick is having length 8 centimeter. Now this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D, and A and C is equal to 8 centimeter. This we have already drawn, and we have drawn a rectangle, and we have to see when we draw another stick. When we draw another stick, see, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and we draw this is C and this is B, D. When we draw the another stick, now we have to see how we place this stick on this stick AC to get these four fixed point to have a rectangle. To do that, we have already drawn a rectangle, and we'll see and then how this can be done. See, now in this figure we have triangles. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will deduce few things. What we will deduce? Number 1, We will see we have already drawn this rectangle, or what we will deduce? Number one, length of BD, length of BD. This we have not actually, we have drawn this only AC and a rectangle, and we have connected simply BD. This we have to conclude. And what is the second point? The second point is we have to ensure what is this. This point is O, point of intersection. Point of intersection of AC and BD. Understood? We have to ensure BD. We have to just find out the nature of this point. And what is the third point which we have to see? We will see the angles between these two lines. Angles. We can mark these angles as A, B, C, D. Okay, in a small letter. Angles of the intersecting lines. Okay, now see I am explaining you each and every point so that you will get a clear concept of a rectangle. Understood? And just to have a rectangle figure on a page or on a board is a very simple task, but to draw a exact rectangle in real or exact rectangular figure is a difficult task. And how to do that task accurately, your chapter has explained that process, and that is what I am explaining to you. See, now since what we have learned in our previous classes 6 or 7, we will deal with these triangles which we are observing here, and we will deduce all these things. Length of BD, point of intersection of AB and BD, and angles of intersecting lines. About these angles, we will deduce one by one. Understood? Number one is length of BD. ठीक है ना? और जो which is our other diagonal. How we will check about this? We'll take the two triangles. We will study. We will take the use of the congruent triangles property, and then we will see try to find out the length of the BD. Now we are taking the triangles. This is A. In triangles A, D, B, A, D, B, and triangle. This is a symbol of triangle A, B, C. A, B, C. What we have seen? See, we have, this is already a rectangle. It is given. We have drawn it. We have taken it as a rectangle. Understood? It is given. AC is 8 centimeter and ABCD is a rectangle. This is given. Understood? This is given in our question. And we have constructed, we have joined construction. हमने what we have done the construction? Construction we have joined BD. Understood? We have joined BD. And what we have to prove? What we have to find? We have to find the length of BD. Now see, in triangle this, we know AD is equal to BC. Opposite sides of rectangle. Understood? And angle A, this angle A means angle DBA and angle DAB is equal to angle CBA, which is 90 degree. Understood? Why? Because all the interior angles of a rectangle are 90 degree. This is by definition. And what is the third point? Third point is that AB is equal to AB. ठीक है, हम ये इस ट्रायंगल में ले रहे हैं, ये इस ट्रायंगल में ले रहे हैं. वी आर टेकिंग these from the triangle ADB and these are from the triangle ABC, and we have seen that in both triangle these criteria have met. So triangle ADB is congruent triangle CBA, or we have written it ABC. ABC. Understood? These are the congruent triangles. And which property we have used? Side angle side. Understood? Side angle side criterion. These two triangles are congruent. So now we will see the CPCT, means corresponding parts of the congruent triangle, right? And by using the corresponding part of the congruent triangle, we can see that corresponding parts, how we understood that you might know that that is explained in your class 7, that this angle, the corresponding parts are equal. The in front of this A angle we have AB, and in front of angle B we have AC. So these sides are equal. These sides are equal. AC is equal to we have BD in this triangle. BD is equal to AC by, we write it as CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangle. Understood? So we got the answer. What is the length of the BD? It is equal to AC, and the length of the BD is 8 centimeter. So this is conclusion. Conclusion 1 we have concluded. We got the first result. What is? BD is equal to AC is equal to 8 centimeter. Understood? Now let's check for the second one. What was the second one? We have to find the nature of this point of intersection, this point O. Point of intersection of AC and BD. Understood? We have to find the nature. We have to find the nature, that where this point lies actually. Again, we'll see the congruent triangle properties. Now we will take these triangles DAO and COB. In triangle DAO and triangle COB. Now see, we know DA is equal to CB. DA is equal to CB. What is that? Because why? Opposite side of the rectangles are equal. Understood? Now we have mentioned this angle D, this is angle B. These are equal. Why? These are vertically opposite angle. Angle D, or we can write it completely. Angle DOA is equal to angle COB. By vertically opposite angle. Understood? These are vertically opposite angle. When we draw any figure, these two angles are always equal because they are vertically opposite angle. These two angles are always equal because they are vertically opposite angle. Now we have met with the two, that this angle is equal, this angle is equal, and what is the third criteria to make it congruent? Now see, we will check about this angle and this angle. Sorry, this angle. We'll check about this angle and this angle. This angle and this angle. Now you can see clearly. What is the relation between this angle and this angle? If you know the properties of a rectangle, then means these actually two lines are parallel, and these are the interior angle of the parallel transverse line, so they are equal, but we will prove with the method with in another way. Now see, let's name these. This is 1, this is 2. Understood? Leave it. This is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Now we will see the relation. Okay. Now see, angle 1 plus angle 3 is 90 degree. Understood? Angle 1 plus angle 3 is 90 degree, and angle okay. Angle 1 plus angle 3 is 90 degree. This is actually, sorry, angle 2. Angle 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is 90 degree, right? Now angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is also 90 degree. How? Now you see the triangle DCB. This is 90 degree. So rest of the two angles are sum of 90 degree. And in angle this CDA, this is 90 degree. We see that angle 1 plus 2 should be 90 degree because this complete angle is 90 degree. And from this 1 and 2, what we can conclude, that angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Understood? That angle 1 is equal to angle 3, and in the same way that we can write here that angle, which angle actually we are talking about, ODA. ODA is equal to angle OBC. OBC. Understood? That we have proved here, and because of this, these two triangles are congruent. Means triangle DAO is congruent triangle COB. Right? So, what we conclude now? Since these are the congruent triangle, we can see that corresponding parts are equal. Means we see that this angle is facing this part. Which part? AO. AO is equal to which is the corresponding angle of 1, 3, and this is representing by OC. OC. Now we have proved this thing that AO is equal to OC, means this is the midpoint of AC. Similarly, when we take the triangle, this triangle and this triangle, understood? Similarly, when we take the triangle, in triangle DOC, in DOC and triangle AOB, right? DOC and AOB. Let's see. Or we can conclude in this also that since these triangles are congruent triangle, so angle, what is this angle? This angle is, we can name it as 5. This angle is 6. Means since this is congruent triangle, we can conclude that angle DAC, which is angle 5, is equal to angle BCO. Understood? Means BCO, which is angle 6, and these are angle equal. So by the corresponding parts, we can conclude that DO is equal to OB. ये भी हमारा CPCT से आया है. Understood? This is also conclusion of the CPCT. Now you see that AO is equal to OC. AO is equal to OC, and DO equal to OB. So what conclusion we draw? We conclude that O is the midpoint of AC and O is the midpoint of DB. So O is the point which is bisecting DC and AB. We have concluded that, let's write our result here. O is bisecting AC and BD. So we know the nature of the point of intersection of these, that O is bisecting AC and BD. Now let's come to the third deduction. What was our third? Now third is the angles. Now we have to talk about the angles. Understood? We have to talk about the angles. For that, let's draw this figure again, because we have made so many things in this figure which is not now clearly visible. I am drawing this figure again. The same figure, A, B, C, D, and this is 8 centimeter which is given, and this we have done from our side, and this is point of intersection. This point is actually O. Okay. Now we have to find the relation between this. How we will find? Let's take example. Suppose this is 60 degree. This is 60 degree. So this is vertically opposite angle. This is also 60 degree. Understood? This is also 60 degree. Then we will see that since this is a straight line, AC is a straight line, so complete angle is 180 degree. So it will become 120 degree. And opposite of this is also vertically opposite angle. This is also 120 degree. So we have seen that these are the internal angles, right? Since when we have assumed that this is 60 degree, right? Now let's see what is this. Let's name this. This is A, and how will you conclude that? We have already seen that in this. We have seen that angle. We have seen that angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Understood? This angle 1 is these both angles are equal, and this is how we can prove that. When we take this angle AOB and angle DOC, then we can prove that these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal because we have seen in our conclusion that AO and OC and OB and OD are equal because these sides are equal. These sides are equal. We have concluded. So angle A, this is angle A and this is angle A, and this is, we can name it as B. This is B. Now we will see in this triangle. What is this angle? Now complete angle is 180. Now see, we will take this particular example and we will conclude this. Now this is 60, and in triangle this, in triangle DAO, what this is 60, means all we have concluded this as A. Understood? And these both are equal. So what is the value of A? You can find out. Total angle is 180 and one angle is 60 plus A plus A. In this relation you will find that A is equal to 180 minus 60, that is 120, and A is equal to 60. Understood? In this way we find out this A is equal to 60, and the same way we can find out the B. In triangle DOC, 180 is equal to 120 plus B plus B. Understood? So 2B is equal to 180 minus 120, that is 60 by 2. B equal to, which gives the result B is equal to 30 degree. So we find out that this is 30 degree, this is 30 degree, which is actually B. So in this way we have found out all the triangles. Understood? Sorry, all the angles. This is also 30, this is also 30, this is also, sorry, these are the 60, this is 60, 60, these are 30, these are 30, and these are actually 60 and 60. So this we have taken a particular case. We have taken a particular case when this angle is 60. We find out the relation between the all angles. Understood? See, in point number 3, we have taken a particular case and we have found out the all the angles of the rectangle, and now we will see the general case. We will see the general case in the next class tomorrow. Till then, take care and thank you very much.